What's up, everybody? Notice how things seem to fly so fast. Like, for example, let's say today's Christmas, and then Christmas comes and passes, and out of nowhere, before you know it, here we are again, getting ready to decorate for Christmas, putting the tree up, Christmas decorations and shit. And you just say to yourself, just felt like it was Christmas yesterday, literally, like, or about a week ago or whatever. And here we are already again, a year later, like, wow, that shit just flew like that. Notice how a lot of things in life do fly, but notice how one thing doesn't fly. And I'm sure people are already gonna know where I'm gonna put, where I'm getting this as. One thing that feels like just doesn't fly quick enough is the grave, us dying. Like, everything mainly flies, but our life, like, it feels like we've been here forever and ever and ever. They say life is short, but how I look at it as, life is really long, because if it literally feels like I was here for decades and decades and decades already. Like, it's just funny how every event flies. Before you know it, that specific day's there, but that specific day of going to the grave just feels like it never comes. It just doesn't come soon enough. It just feels like it takes forever and ever. Years really seem like they're really not that long. Like, before you know it, a year just passes like that, and you're like, holy crap, it's a year already? Wow, But it's just funny how mainly everything flies but our life. It feels like that goes slow. It feels like that's on a slow time. Everything's on a big speed timer, but your life. Feels like you're getting the day, like, it feels, it's weird. It's like, it feels like the days are sort of flying, but your life itself just feels like it's just taking forever and ever and ever to end. That's where it mainly makes us feel like that we're just here forever. Now, we all know it's temporarily, it's going to be over someday, but it just feels like it's forever and ever and ever. And this is why some people just had enough and, give up. And this is why some people sadly off themselves, because they just see that we're all going to die anyway, and it's just not happening quick enough, and they just want to fast forward to the chase. There's a lot of people that just want to fast forward to the chase. I admit I'm kind of one of those people too. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to off myself, or it's not like I'm saying I want to die, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, I guess you could say I would want to die for this one specific reason, because the world I'm in sucks. And then this is where a lot of people come and say, depression's talking, man, you should go seek help, And the truth is, it's just, I don't feel there's really anything wrong with me in that way. It's just, I see what a, dump this whole world is, and it's like, when is it going to be over? It just feels like this shit just goes on and on and on forever. And while it's going on and on forever, things are flying by. Like, before you know it, it's Christmas again. Before you know it, it'll be stupid New Year's again. Felt like New Year's just happened not even that long ago, and before you know it, we're already going to be getting all hyped for 2024, going down to Times Square or wherever, getting all hyped for that stupid bowl to come down to be 2024. Yeah, another good year. When was it ever great? And why do we keep getting hyped for something that we know deep down isn't going to be better? We're sick of every year, and yet we're saying, I can't wait for this year to be over for the new year. You're gonna say the same thing when that year comes too. I can't wait for 2024 to be over too. But you know what? I don't want 2025 to come, because it's gonna be the same, if not worse, situation. So this is where I get at, like, everything's just flying by but our lives. It just feels like that's the only thing that's slow paced in this world, our life. We just keep living and living and living. Yeah, we're flying by through holidays. Before you know it, it'll be July 4th again. Before you know it, it'll be Halloween. Well, Halloween is actually close by. That's actually the next holiday in the list. But you get what I'm saying? Like, it felt like, for example, Halloween felt like it wasn't even all that long ago. It felt like it was Halloween maybe a few months back. Like, like, it's just, before you know it, it's just everything flies by. But with all that being said, your life itself just feels like it's on a turtle, slow, while everything else is just fast forwarding but your life, it seems. Years go by like that, like nothing. So you would think, since years go by so fast, you would think, like, right now I'm 26 years old as I'm making this video, but you would think, since years go by so fast, Christmas comes before you know it, you would think with everything flying, you would think your life itself would fly to the point where now I'm 56 years old. I remember when I was 26 years old, now I'm 56. But that's the thing. It feels like that's the only thing that just takes forever. I don't know why. It just does. It just feels like that's the only thing that just prolongs, just takes forever. Christmas is here, this is here, this is here, but it just feels like my life here it's just slow. What I mean by slow is like, it's just, why the fuck am I still here? Like that type of, why ain't I long gone already? You know, like, why didn't I make it to 80 already? Years are flying by like this. You would think years would fly by so fast I would be, 90 by now. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's just, and I kid you not, it literally felt like it was Halloween not even that long ago. It literally feels like it was every holiday not too long ago. Not even too long ago, felt we were already celebrating this stupid friggin' Happy New Year bullshit. July 4th, all that dumb shit. And before you know it, it'll be here again. It's like, wow, time truly flies. But our life itself, it doesn't feel like that flies one bit. Matter of fact, it's like it has no wings in that way. It can't fly for some reason. It's like, it makes me say to myself, is this all some kind of illusion? Like, well, I don't know how to describe it, but I'm just like, I'm confused, man, It's like, for example, a certain event that's coming up that you're not looking forward to. Whatever the event is, like, let's say you got to go see a certain someone that you really don't want to see, but you're being forced by your parents, or, for example, going back to school, whatever, or known in a few years, you got to, whatever situation. Well, let's say you got a court date or something, you did something bad with the law, and now at this specific date, you got to go. Now, they say it's not for, let's say, 4 months. Meanwhile, that shit flies like if it's only a month, if not even. Maybe feels like 2 weeks, and here we are ready to that 4-month zone. Everything just flies but your life. You say to yourself, I can't wait till it's just all over. Meanwhile, we just keep waiting because it feels like that shit just takes friggin' forever, man. It's like everything flies but death. Death just feels like it takes forever. At least that's how I look at it as, because, because this is why people truly off themselves, because they just see life as a just constant, horrible, suffering place. And it's just, we know we're going to all die someday. They just say to themselves, you know what? I just want to get it over with, and I can't say I blame people like that, because it's just so unbearable, life. It feels like it's just a never-ending cycle. It's just a never-ending vicious cycle that just keeps going on and on and on, day in, day out, day in, day out. From the moment you sort of close your eyes to the moment you wake up, you're already right back into the same hell that you just can't stand being. It's just you don't know what it's like to live on and on and on in that horrible state that you just can't get yourself out of. And the truth is, there's nothing really wrong with people. It's just, for people that think that way, it's just they see how depressing life is, and and that's like me too. I just see how depressing life is, and I say to myself, man, why do I gotta keep going on and on in this hell? People say to you, you got a whole life to live ahead of you, and I'm like, oh man, I don't want to live a whole life ahead of me in this shit. I would want to live a whole life ahead of me in somewhere that's actually somewhere that's worth living, and I just don't find it here. Having all these responsibilities, having all this stress, having all this pressure to just die in the long run. And that's got to take forever and ever and ever, to the point where some people just be like, get me there now, please, Lord, beam me up, like, beam me up or I'm going to beam myself up, like, that's the attitude of some people. Can't say I blame them type of people, man. It's just a depressing situation that we're just all trapped in, And then we got to be surrounded by idiots that say it gets better, when sometimes it does, but not for everybody, It's just, you don't know what it's like when you're surrounded by ignorant people that just truly don't understand what you're feeling. They think you're crazy, they think you're this or whatever. But the truth is, they're not in your shoes, So it's like, you just can't reason with them, you can't relate with them, and you just feel like a loner, like you just feel alone because you just don't know who to talk to about these type of things. Whoever you really try to talk to, whether it's, let's say, your family, your parents, your friends, they might just look at you like you're, cuckoo in the head, crazy or whatever. And this is why people relate so much with these type of videos, because there's so many people that just don't understand what we're all feeling. And then when there's someone else like me, for example, that points all these things out, people feel a little better knowing that they're not alone, and same with me. And it's just, sadly, it doesn't really cure the problem, but it does help a little knowing that we're just not alone. But it's like, it's just crazy how everything flies, but just life, like we just keep going. Everything's fast, but our death feels like that just takes forever. This is the term when they say life is too short, but it really feels like it's too long. It could be too short for some fortunate people. How I look at it as they're fortunate. To other people, they'll look at it as that they're unfortunate. But to me, I look at it as they're fortunate because they luckily escaped this hellhole way faster than when we just might escape it. Some people just randomly go to sleep and then that's it. They're lucky. They just go. Person like, us people that just had enough and just want to go, we just keep living. Life favors the stupid blue pill idiots. They keep living. I mean, no, they're the ones that might get lucky and die, but they don't even realize that they're lucky because they like life so much, which I don't know how you can. I mean, there's a lot of happy people. I mean, I feel like if you are filthy rich, it does make things easier, definitely, but not everyone's fortunate in that way. And not only that, you could be sometimes filthy rich and still have a bunch of health problems to the point where you wish you're dead too. So it's like money doesn't always help everything, you know what I'm trying to say? But it's just a never-ending battle. That's what I feel like this place is. It's just everything flies by so fast. But I say to myself, why can't it all just fly to the point where I just go to the grave already? Why can't it just all be over with, I feel like Halloween's flying like you won't ever believe before. I feel like Christmas was just around not too long. Like everything's just so fast. But why, with all that being fast, you would think maybe I'll be at the age of where I'm almost ready to go to the grave, I mean, like that on the other hand just feels like it takes forever and ever and ever, man. And it's just fucking, it sucks. It really sucks. I mean, I at least look at it that it sucks. Like, it's weird when you lose a certain someone, whether you lose your mother, your father, or whoever, you lose a friend, whoever you lose, once they die, before you know it, it's already a year that they died. Before you know it, it's already 4 years that it feels like that even flies too. Like when the person's gone, it feels like time just flies so fast that person's gone. It felt like you were just at that person's wake or funeral a few days ago. Like it feels like it was just so recent, and yet it was already many years ago. Before you know it, it's already a decade the person's gone. Where then it might just feel like it was maybe 1 to 2 years that you were at the person's wake or funeral. Meanwhile, here we are a decade later, he's gone. It just feels like everything just flies but us dying. But once we're dead, it feels like that flies. When you lose your loved one or whoever, it feels like time just flies. Before you know it, it's already a year later, he or she's gone. It's crazy, man. It's like everything in life does feel like it goes by so fast, but us dying feels like that's just slow. No matter how many things fly right by us living in this hellhole just feels like it's forever. It feels like it's just for eternity, even though it's not, but it feels like it. And this is why people just can't take it anymore, and this is why people just off themselves. If life was so damn short, maybe we wouldn't be offering ourselves, because before you know it, we'd be dead. But the thing is, it really feels like it takes forever to die. Especially when you're someone that truly hates life. And I hate life because of the way it is. It's not like I'm just saying I'm a Grinch, just hate everything, but it's just the way life is, the way we're all just programmed and controlled, and this corruption, it just makes me sick inside to my stomach, And it makes me say to myself, man, why can't I escape this hell somehow, And it's just, here I am a year later, still here. I mean, it's just, things fly, but it's just sadly me going to where I really want to go feels like it takes forever. And where I really want to go, sadly, but honestly, is internal slumber, where I don't have to worry about absolute nothing anymore. But it feels like that doesn't ever come soon enough. It doesn't feel like that flies by. That feels like that's for an eternity to come around. But everything else that you don't look forward to comes. What we're truly looking forward to feels like it just doesn't happen soon enough. But something that you're not looking forward to, whatever it is, whether it's an event you don't want to go, or a certain thing, that ends up, before you know it, boom, here we go. Oh, fuck. 3 years later, that fast, damn. But I'm looking hyped to go in the damn grave. It feels like that just doesn't come soon enough. You get what I'm trying to say? It's like, it just makes no sense. It's like, I'm so confused, like how everything flies, but what we really wish could just happen already, that feels like it's forever. It just like never happens. It's just fucking, it's just a vicious cycle. It's just, it's like, it's just a huge tease, It's like just a big, huge tease. Like, damn, like for example, you get let's say you get new furniture or new appliances or just whatever, and let's say you have a year to pay it off. Like it's free for a whole entire year or 2 years, let's say. So you feel like, I got a few years to just relax and not have to worry about it. And then before you know it, those 2 years are already there. And you're like, wait, what? I feel like I just got this shit yesterday or whatever. And it's already been a full solid year. And now we're almost going to another full solid year, which will be 2 years. You know, it's like things like that we don't look forward to come so fast. But what we truly look forward to coming never comes soon enough. You know, and that's, of course, the eternal slumber. That's what I look truly forward to seeing. But sadly, doesn't look like I'll be seeing it anytime soon. I could be wrong, I could be right, I have no idea. But that's basically where I'm trying to put this whole as in this one specific video. But anyway, guys, I am going to actually wrap it up there. I hope a lot of people relate and understand with this video, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that have the same exact thoughts, especially on this specific topic, that how things do truly just fly, but what you really wish would fly just never happens soon enough. You know what I mean? And that's me, for example, just wanting to leave this damn world, exit this damn planet. And I kid you not, I don't know if I ever said this in my videos, man. When I go in that damn coffin, casket, whatever you want to call it, you know how people mainly like this with the hand? I can't put my other hand because I'm holding the camera, but you know how they're usually like that with the rosary bead? I want my hand to somehow be like this. Heck, I want 2 of my fingers to be like this. In other words, fuck this place. I'm finally glad I'm free from this hellhole. I couldn't stand it all these damn years, and finally, I'm out of this shit. Oof. Now, this is literally what I swear, this is what I would want to be buried, like this, with my finger like this. If not even 2, if possible. But if, you know, even if it's just 1 finger, I'm happy. But I swear, I would want my body done like this, dude. I would want my finger somehow to be stiff like this. Because that's in other words of me saying, finally, I'm out of this fucking hellhole once and finally for all. At least I would hope. Hopefully there's no reincarnation. That's the only thing, or else then I'm really, you know, fucked. But I kid you not, when I die, and I'm not even joking, I'm being dead serious. Whenever I die, I want to be like this, dude. I swear I want my hands to be like this on my chest or wherever, on my lap, whatever. In other words, saying, screw this fucking place. I'm finally glad to be out of this hellhole once and finally for all. Time flies so damn fast, but this felt like it took for eternity to become like this. And now that it finally came, I want to say, finally, fuck this damn planet. I don't even want to look back at it. I won't even wave it goodbye. I just won't even look back. That's how fucking fed up and sick of it I am in this damn hellhole. You know? But anyway, guys, I am going to wrap it up there. Love you all, people. Please stay well as best as possible. And let's all hope for someday our permanent slumber will hopefully come to each and every one of us. You know, that's all we can hope. But, you know, anyway, see you guys next time. Love you all. And I do appreciate you all for watching the video. And, yeah, signing off for now, guys. Love you all. Peace out.